preceding program is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com. Live video streaming of this event is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln and online at merealty.com. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln.
Raider fans, you all know there's a home field advantage when it comes to sports. The same applies when purchasing a car or truck or having your vehicle serviced. You'll have the home field advantage when shopping at Graue Incorporated in Lincoln. The trained sales staff at Graue Chevy Buick will provide you with a no-pressure sales process. They'll put you at ease all the way through the delivery. When it comes time for service, the trained professionals will care for your vehicle like it's their own. Call or stop by the dealership on North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln or online at GraueInc.com.
It's Graue now.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
What does it mean to be rich? Maybe rich is less about reaching a magic number and more about discovering magic. Rich is being able to keep your loved ones close and also send them away. Rich is living life your way and having someone who can help you get there. The key to being rich is knowing what counts.
Contact Edward Jones Financial Advisor Sal Polis, 217-732-4001. Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com. Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter football. Stands ready to help both individuals and businesses. Peasley Funeral Home, with locations in Lincoln and Atlanta, providing peace of mind at a difficult time. In Lincoln, call 217-732-8141. Dara Entwistle and Health Insurance Solutions of Illinois, advocating for you, your family, and your company. Located at 620 Broadway Street in downtown Lincoln, call 217-275-1971. Collision Concepts, offering full-service collision repair, specializing in new technology automobiles. Stop by the facility at 1005 Macon Street in Lincoln, phone 217-735-2100, or visit their website at collisionconceptsinc.com. Collision Concepts, experience the difference. Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter football.
In the U.S. Army from 1968 to 71, and especially tonight with quarterback Marty, we want to thank his grandfather, Corporal James Ryan, who served during the Korean War from 1950 to 1953, and that's where Joe's at right now at hole number 15.
Hole number 15, yeah. I wonder if anybody hit a hole-in-one on that one today. It was a $10,000 prize. Compliments of Country Joe.
Marty, we should have showed up there and at least took one shot apiece.
Yeah, I don't know how well I would have done. You probably would have had better shot than me.
No, I'm absolutely horrible. It would have ended up in the trees. It would have went down the toboggan hill. Okay, so we've got the list of the game. Marty's already gave you that, and we're just a little bit away from game time here, about 10 minutes. Both teams now down in the locker room. They came out and warmed up early, and a large contingent with her here. There's got to be a marching 100 with their band here, and quite a facility here, Marty.
That's beautiful. Yeah, I mean, athletically, they deserve it, especially with football. But these are amazing facilities. They've always been a pretty fast team, and that was on a traditional grass field. Now they've got AstroTurf, which makes you a little nervous about their speed on that. But yeah, wonderful facility. So they got a big Jumbotron video board over there, a nice sound system, and just a lot of kids. There's a lot of kids in the band, a lot of cheerleaders, a lot of kids on the football team. Just good to see a lot of active high school students.
Yeah, this has been a perennial championship program. Coach Derek Leonard's, this is 20th year here, and in the last 14 years, he's won 9 state championships.
That's right, 9 titles. They ran off a 5-peat at one point, which is pretty impressive. His career record at Rochester is 205 wins and only 39 losses, which is pretty impressive over 20 years, Bob.
The captains tonight for Lincoln, Preston Hunt, wears the number 54, Tommy Braid, number 51, Zach Poole, number 70 for the Rail Splitters, and number 77, Shun Hicks. Let's give you that offensive lineup for the Rail Splitters. At center, it'll be Shun Hicks. At the guards, it'll be Preston Hunt and Hunter Clark. At the tackles, it'll be Tommy Braid and Zach Poole. The wide receiver will be Breon McKinney. The tight end is Aiden Grant. The running backs are Seth Durbin. I'm glad to see Seth back. He had a big first game. Colby Merriman's one of the running backs. The fullback is Lucas Melton for the Rail Splitters. That's how the Railers look offensively. The quarterback is the young sophomore Briggs Davenport. Defensively, the Rail Splitters look like this. They'll have 3 men up on the front line. Caleb Zirkelbach, the Z-man, is the nose guard. The defensive ends are Tommy Braden, Hunter Clark. The inside linebackers are Preston Hunt and Aiden Grant. The outside linebackers are Gavin Eels and Marcus Gile. The cornerbacks are Leland Jackson and Breon McKinney. And the safeties will be Lucas Melton and Seth Durbin. And as Marty said in the Realty list of the game, we need to keep possession of the ball. But if we don't have it, the defense is going to have their work cut out for them.
Yeah, agreed. Rochester always has a high-powered offense. They're going to spread the field. They're going to throw the ball. They're going to move very quick. And like I said, it's in our best interest to keep that offensive unit off the field as much as possible.
We want to thank Graue Chevrolet Buick again. They're our sponsor as we start the game, and of course they're our halftime sponsor. That's Graue Chevrolet Buick out at 1505 North Kickapoo Street, and they've been a sponsor for a long time, since 1953. The Graue Chevrolet has sponsored the Lincoln Rail Splitters, and we want to thank them very much for their sponsorship. We're going to take a 1-minute timeout. We'll send it back to Claudette, and then we'll be back with more of the pregame.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
Along with quarterback Marty, we are here at Rochester for the big game tonight. Rail Splitters come in at 0-2, and Rochester at 2-0. They had a tough game last week against Mount Zion. I believe they were down by 10 points, and they came back and won it. Surprising that Mount Zion gave them that good a game.
Yeah, I think a lot of people were surprised. Mount Zion's a good team. At the time of that game last week, those are the number 2 and number 3 ranked teams in the state, so it's pretty early to get a showdown like that. But again, it shows a lot of character when you come from such a winning program like Rochester has. You know, sometimes they get in those games and their backs to the wall, but they never have a doubt that they're not going to win the game. So worked out for them, but a great ball game last week. I think it was a 28-24 final.
And as you said, Marty, this is definitely a football town. It's all about football here in Rochester.
It is, and it's pretty special. Honestly, I lived up in the Chicago suburbs for a long time, and you get a lot of dynasties up there. You get Montini Catholic and Joliet Catholic and Providence that have these runs. When you get downstate, you don't see a lot of those teams, but we have one right here in our backyard with Lincoln in our conference in Rochester, and it's you know, I know we've been on the wrong end of a lot of these scores, but it's pretty special to be a part and be around a program like this and get to see these guys every year.
Speaking of that, Marty, last year with San Antonio's last game, we didn't know it. He's not broadcast anymore, but it was the playoff game against Joliet Central, and they beat SHG 46-0, and they had a player for all 33 positions: offense, defense, special teams.
Yeah, Joliet Catholic, I believe, right?
Yeah, Joliet Catholic.
Yeah, those that's different. I mean, that's like a college program. Those kids up there, they don't go both ways. There's no Ironman football up there. You either play one spot on offense, one spot on defense, or you're a special teams player. So yeah, you got to appreciate the old school Ironman football that we got down here.
Rail Splitters out on the field now. They're in their all-white uniforms, helmets, jerseys, pants, red numerals, and I'll let you describe the Rochester uniforms.
Yeah, Rochester looks pretty similar to University of Illinois tonight. They've got their orange pants with blue stripes, their navy blue jerseys, and they got their orange helmets, white face masks with their navy blue R's on the side of them.
So the Rail Splitters won the flip, Marty, but they deferred, and they'll kick off to the Rochester Rockets.
They did. Yep, it sounds like we're going to go on defense first here. That'll give us the option at the start of the third quarter if we want to take the ball or not, which I assume we will. But yeah, we're going to get a chance to see this high-powered Rochester offense at the start of the game tonight.
Very nice, rare for an officiating team. There's a lady on the officiating team for tonight's ball game.
I didn't see that. I see that now. That is cool. I think that's my first time I've seen that in the IHSA. That's great.
So we're just a little bit away from game time here, about 2 minutes and 30 seconds. We'll take another 1-minute timeout, and we'll be back for the Lincoln Rail Splitter football game against the Rochester Rockets.
Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of ones. Invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln.
5-pound senior, and 24 is, it might be his brother, Cornell Gregory, a sophomore, 5'8", 120.
And Lucas Melton will kick it off for the Rail Splitters. All our kickoffs are sponsored by Chicago Street Rentals. And there's the kickoff. Ball picked up at about the 12, up to the 20. And nice couple of Rail Splitters there in on the tackle. We'll try and pick up who they are. Nice tackling there by the Rail Splitters. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Rochester Rockets. One of the guys in on the tackle was number 2 for Lincoln. And that is Seth Durbin. Glad to see him back in the lineup.
Yep, looked like James Suing, 91, was in there as well. Cornell Gregory, the deep man back there, kind of bobbled the kickoff, picked it up. They only returned it for maybe 10-15, but here come the Rochester Rockets.
Out of the gun, Leonard's the quarterback. Hands off to his fullback. He's got running room. That's number 25. Fights his way down all the way for a first down up to the 35-yard line.
And that's our first look at Caden Stout, who I mentioned in the pregame information. He's a ton. Not real thick, but he's a tall kid, and I mean built pretty well.
They're going to say he was short of the first down. Now they're going to move. Now they're finally going to move the chains, and here they go. And out of the shotgun, and again they run it off that right side, get some good blocking up around the 40-yard line.
Yeah, nothing real fancy there. A little backfield motion, and they're just running basic draws right up the middle, right up the 2-hole both times there on the right side of the offensive line.
Up to the 41-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down for Rochester. Again out of the gun. Now they look for the air. Good pressure there for the Rail Splitters. That's Tommy Braid chasing, but he couldn't catch up with him, and he's into Lincoln territory. Leonard into Lincoln territory. He was going to pass, and then he saw he didn't have anybody open. He rolled out to his left, Marty, and was able to get into Lincoln territory.
Yeah, nice little scramble. It must have been some good coverage by the Railers, and Leonard saw an opening, scrambled for the first down.
1st and 10 at the Lincoln 48-yard line. Here's the snap. That's a handoff to number 12. He'll take it to the right side, and he looks for another first down. That is Swaney, Nate Swaney. He's a 6-foot junior for the Rochester Rockets. And I believe they're just short of a first down, Marty.
Yard short, and they're going quick tempo, no huddle. They got 5 wide shotgun right now.
Here we go out of the gun. This is the first time he's going to go airborne. Good pressure by the Rail Splitters. Now he's going to throw it for the end zone. Touchdown, Rockets. That's Swaney on the touchdown. Nate Swaney on the touchdown for the Rockets. I'd say about a 39-yard touchdown strike. It was 2nd and 1, and Swaney was wide open in the end zone, Marty, on a nice throw from Leonard.
Yeah, Swaney, they went to him 2 plays in a row there. It looks like he got lost. He was he had a good protection by the Rochester line because he got lost late, and I don't think Leonard saw him for a minute, but was able to get the ball out there and really hit him in the back of the end zone right before the out-of-bounds line.
That'll make it 2nd and 0. Number 18 on the point after touchdown. He puts it up and through the uprights. That's going to make it Rochester 7 and the Rail Splitters 0. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln.
Lincoln Rail Splitter football on a Friday night from Rocket Booster Stadium. They turned on the lights early and we're ready to go. And it's going to be another Chicago Street Rentals kickoff. Chicago Street Rentals located at 1909 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Phone 217-735-2422 for Chicago Street Rentals. And they're right next door to Graue Chevrolet at 1905. They're going to kick off from the near side hash mark. And did you pick up number 18 there?
Yeah, that's Carson Berberetz.
Okay, he got the extra point. Now he's going to kick it off to the Rail Splitters. Good long kick. And it's going to come down to Lincoln at the 8-yard line. They're up to the 10, to the 15. Nice run to the 25. Tries to cut it upfield, and a nice run back there. That was number 2 for the Rail Splitters, and that was Seth Durbin. Good to see Seth back in the lineup. He had a couple of touchdowns in that first game against Lanphier. So that's going to be Okay, Chris Coyne, State Farm Insurance, first down, and that's the way we like it, baby. State Farm, Chris Coyne Insurance, offices in Atlanta and Lincoln. Call 217-732-7755. Rail Splitters a long time in the huddle. They've got the young sophomore quarterback, Briggs Davenport. Briggs Davenport at the quarterback. The fullback is Lucas Melton. They come out of that wing formation. The wings are farther back this time. And here's the snap, and they're going to hand it off to Melton, and he dives up ahead to around the 30-yard line. Yep. Going to be second down for the Rail Splitters.
Basic Railer package that you're used to seeing this season. Pretty compact in there, tight. The Railers are moving left to right if you're trying to visualize at home. So not a gain. They gave us about a yard, maybe a half a yard there on that first one. We'll bring up. Oh, I'd say we lost a yard, it looks like.
Well, yeah, we had a 31 back at the 30. Lucas Melton. McKinney will split wide out to the far side of the field. Rail Splitters long time coming out of the huddle. Now here they come. It'll be Sean Hicks up over the football. If you're getting your car washed out there, that's Sean Hicks you'll see sometimes out there at the car wash. Davenport out of the shotgun's got the snap. Hand off. Rail Splitters dive up ahead. Got maybe 3 yards out of it from the 29 up to about the 32-yard line. It's going to be third down. Leading the way on the blocking there was Sean Hicks. Look, that was Durbin on the run for the Rail Splitters.
Yeah, we got a decent little push up front, which is good. I mean, that's progress. But again, maybe Coach Silky was listening to my pregame, keys to the game, because Raiders doing a good job. They're staying in that huddle a long time. They're really eating up this play clock, which I'm telling you will make a big difference in a ball game like this.
Davenport goes to the sideline, gets the play from Coach Silky, and here go the Rail Splitters. It's going to be 3rd and 8 at their own 33-yard line. Davenport out of the gun. He's going to have to get rid of it quickly. He does. Melton off the right side. He's stood up by a host of Rochester Rockets.
Yeah, he got swallowed up. That defensive line, that was a very good push by them. They almost seemed like they knew it was coming there. Which is going to bring up 4th down for the Railers here.
Let's see if they punt away. If we do punt, it will be Lucas Melton on the punt for the Rail Splitters. McKinney goes to the sideline.
And again, the Railers sitting in the huddle again, taking up some clock here. Haven't really showed their hand yet. Now they do. They bring on the punt unit. Rochester is going to move number 22 back. That's Corbin Gregory, 5'8" senior.
Our long snapper's Paxton Laura.
Take that back. They put Swaney back there, who just had the long touchdown.
Nice snap. Good punt. He gets away a good punt, Marty. He calls for a fair catch, and he drops it.
Pooched it.
Ooh, baby. We had a Rail Splitter there, but we weren't able to jump on it. It'll be 1st and 10 now for the Rochester Rockets.
I tell you, they muffed the kickoff return to start the game. They just muffed their first punt return. So maybe some opportunities for the Railers. We can capitalize on some of those mistakes.
I thought 44 for Lincoln. They're almost dove on that. But,
I thought he had it, honestly. But yeah.
Yeah.
Good hustle play. Way to get down there. Here comes Rochester. They're going 5 wide again here.
Football length past the 35-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Leonard. Leonard waits for the snap. He's got it. Looks, fires. He's got a man open at the 42 along the sideline. Rail Splitters try to grab him. He spins up ahead into Lincoln Rail Splitter territory for a 1st down. And that is Stanton, Tristan Stanton, on the reception from Leonard. He's 6'2", 170-pound senior.
Yeah, nice little out there. They pick up a little chunky yardage. Now they've got their 45 again. They got 5 wide. Trips up top here.
As you said, Marty, they come up quick. Here's Leonard. Throws a screen pass out there. And nice job there. That was number 2 for the Rail Splitters. And that was, we'll have to check and see who that is for Lincoln.
We know that. Seth Durbin.
Seth Durbin. He plays both sides of the football, and as we said, that Lincoln Rail Splitter football players are proud over the years. A lot of 5-6 guys play both sides of the field, Marty. Out of the gun. Here's the snap at the 46. Here's the handoff. And Lincoln finally gets him down, and that's Seth Durbin on the tackle. Durbin, he's trying to be the Joe Ryan finance player of the game. He's playing a good game. So that's just short of the 1st down for the Rockets. They're quickly coming back at him again. Leonard out of the guns, got a man in motion. Now he's going to keep it roll out. Good pressure by the Rail Splitters. Throws it up for the end zone. Touchdown, Rockets. Wow. They go in for the touchdown. And that was a quick pass.
That was Eli Cox. Eli Cox, that was nice play action. Fooled everybody on the Railer defense, and he went deep to number 5, Reese Gade, I believe.
Rochester leads it now 13-0.
I think it was 6. I take that back. I couldn't tell that was 6 or 5.
So that'll be Berberet now will attempt the extra point. Rochester leads at 13-0. They scored with 6:54 left in the first quarter. Here's the kick. Was it blocked? No, it's good. It's through the uprights. Rochester leads at 14-0, and that touchdown was scored with 6:54 remaining in the first quarter. Rochester leads Lincoln 14-0. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Sponsored by Chicago Street Rentals. Chicago Street Rentals located at 1909 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Phone 217-735-2422 and you'll get somebody from the Weinbrenner gang. Here's the approach and the kick from the 40. And it's going to come down to Lincoln at the 5, up to the 10, 15, 20. Who'd you have on that run back, Marty?
That's 44, Quentin Mead, a freshman. Very nice return. Nice return for a freshman back there. Handled it well. I don't know, he picked up about 10, 12 yards on the return.
And that's going to be a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down for the Rail Splitters. Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance with offices in Lincoln and Atlanta. And that's the way we like it, baby. A first down for the Rail Splitters. McKinney split here to the near side. Sean Hicks up over the football as the Rail Splitters come up. Ball just past the 20-yard line. First and 10 for Lincoln. Briggs Davenport out of the gun. He's got Melton behind him. He hands off, and in the backfield, Rochester was there on the blitz, and they were able to bring Lincoln down for a loss.
Yeah, I see big number 60s in there a lot. That's Wesley Sheridan, 6 foot, 260-pound senior.
Man, you can see him from here. Big, strong kid.
Yeah, it looks like I don't know if he's playing nose or tackle in there, but he's eating up a lot of stuff inside there.
Looks like nose, Marty. They're going with that 3-man front like Lincoln. McKinney going to split out here to the near side. It's going to be ball at the 19, second and a dozen for the Rail Splitters. Davenport brings him up. Hicks will snap it. Davenport on the long count, tries to pull him off. Now he's got it, hands off. Melton's got a hole, and he's up close to the 25-yard line. They opened up a good hole on that right side, Poole, and he had some help on that right side for Lincoln to open up that hole.
Yeah, it was a great run. The offensive line did a great job, opened a hole. Melton saw some daylight there. That's probably our most positive play we've had tonight so far. Hopefully we can build upon that and keep chipping away here. These 5-yard gains will add up.
3rd and 6 on that right side of the line for the Lincoln. Opening up that hole were Zach Poole and Hunter Clark for the Rail Splitters. Davenport brings them up on the 3rd and 6. Clock on the move. 5:26 remaining in the first quarter. Davenport waits for the snap from Hicks. Man in motion. He's got it. Hands off Melton again. And this time there's a couple of big guys, 3 of them from Rochester in the backfield to stop it. So it's going to be 4th down for the Rail Splitters.
Yeah, big 88 Connor Broughton, it looks like. 6'3", 230 senior tight end and defensive lineman. He had a couple buddies there with that I missed. But yeah, they're Lincoln, we haven't really run anything outside yet. We're kind of maybe setting them up or something. Just a lot of draws, a lot of dives up the middle. And Rochester is not having any of it tonight so far.
You know, they said they weren't going to show the tackle on the big screen up there, but they did. They were right on it, number 88. 4:45 left here. And now Lincoln going to punt it away. Lucas Melton Laura will snap it to him. Melton's got the thing, and he's a good punter. He gets away high, end over end. Let's give it a Lincoln Railer bounce. It does, and it's covered there and picked up by Seth Durbin. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Rockets. He picks it up at the Rocket 44-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. 4:29 North Sangamon left for the first quarter, and the Rockets lead the Rail Splitters 14-0.
Yeah, and it's been, kind of what we expected so far. Railers are they're eating up some clock here. Have had a hard time moving the ball, and we're in this position we don't want to be in again here, where we're on defense, and Rochester's got their players spread out, and they're getting ready to go back looking for the end zone.
Out of the gun, Leonard. Stout goes in motion. Leonard's got plenty of time to throw it. He's out in the flat. He's got his man along the sideline, 40. First man there for Lincoln was number 20 on the tackle for the Rail Splitters. That was Tristan Stanton, the man that caught the pass and brought it into Lincoln territory. On the tackle for Lincoln was the junior Leland Jackson. Jackson, 5'10", 160-pound junior, the cornerback for the Rail Splitters. 1st and 10 for the Rockets. They come up to the line of scrimmage at the 35-yard line. Leonard out of the gun, back to pass, throws it out in the flat. He's got his man there at the 40, 35, 30, 25, breaks the tackle along the sideline. Touchdown Rockets from 35 yards out. And that was the man, the Chicago State player of the game, Caden Stout. Stout 6'3", 185, and Marty, he's blessed with speed.
Yeah, he's tough. They ran a nice little play there, just gave it a nice little, can't think of the word, geesh, but they gave him the ball out in space there, and you get a stud athlete like that, give him the ball in space, let him make some moves, and he's going to be a handful.
That'll make the score Rockets 20, Rail Splitters 0. Berberet on the extra point of kick, and it is up and through the uprights. That'll make the score Rockets 21, Rail Splitters 0. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
What does it mean to be rich? Maybe rich is less about reaching a magic number and more about discovering magic. Rich is being able to keep your loved ones close and also send them away. Rich is living life your way and having someone who can help you get there. The key to being rich is knowing what counts.
Contact Edward Jones Financial Advisor Sal Polis, 217-732-4001.
Lincoln Rail Splitter football on a Friday night under the lights. Rochester's still huddled up. Rail Splitters will receive the kick, and of course all our kickoffs are sponsored by Chicago Street Rentals. Chicago Street Rentals located at 1909 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Phone 217-735-2422. And if you're doing any construction work, quarterback Marty, you just go out there at Chicago Street Rentals. You can pick up any kind of equipment you want.
They've got it all. They've got it all.
Yeah, I know you like handling a jackhammer maybe. No, not really.
That was your nickname in high school, wasn't it?
Jackhammer. All right, Berberet will kick it away for the Rockets. Chicago Street Rentals kickoff. Here it is. And number 44 for the Rail Splitters has got it. Oh, no, he couldn't hang on to it. Now he's going to pick it up, and he went down on a knee, so Rail Splitters going to be deep back in their own territory.
Yeah, Quentin Meade back there deep, got a hand on it, but muffed it, unfortunately, and when he went to pick it up, his knee was down. So they're in the high school game, you can't get back up and run it. He's down. But, he's a freshman back there trying to make some plays, get some experience.
So that's a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down for the Rail Splitters, and that's the way we like it, baby. Chris Coyne's got offices in Lincoln and Atlanta. He wears the Triple X T-shirt. I just got him a "That's the way we like it, baby" T-shirt, so he's ready to go. Davenport out of the gun. Shun Hicks will snap it. 3 running backs for Lincoln. Here's the handoff. Looked like a little breathing room there, but no. 3:59, 3:58 left for the first quarter, and that tenacious defense of the Rockets was there. You always talk about the offense of Rochester Rockets, but they've been successful over the years because of their defense, too.
Yeah, 100%. I think they had 6 guys there on that tackle, so you got guys getting to the football, and they've got athletes. They're fast, they're big, they're strong. They're a good program for a reason.
And as you said, this is a football town, and they've got players coming in from a wide area around here, out of Springfield, a lot of farm kids that come in here to play football for Coach Leonard.
Yeah, when you got a program like that, you're going to draw some kids who want to come be part of a winning program. So here come the Raiders. Let's see if we can move the ball.
Davenport out of the gun. He's a lone man in the backfield now. Hands off. One of his fast players. Yeah, he's up past the 10, across the 15. Nice job there for the Rail Splitters. Who was that, Marty?
That was Seth Durbin there on a little jet sweep. A nice shot. I think that's the first time we've tried to get to the outside there, and it worked out decent. We picked up, 7 yards there. But again, we've been running up the middle all night, and maybe that's why we did that, to set them up on some play action and some misdirection and run a little jet sweep.
Tackle was made by Jory Myron for the Rockets. So for the Rail Splitters, third down situation here, 3rd and 3, and the ball's at the 16. Let's play that, take that play to the other side maybe. Wider side of the field. Davenport waits for the snap from Shun Hicks. He's got it. Hands off Melton. Right side. He's stood up as he just gets across the 10-yard line. Pardon me, the 15-yard line. So it's going to be 4th down for the Rail Splitters. Short of the first down. Clock's on the move. 2:13 remains in the first quarter. Davenport leads Lincoln. Pardon me, Davenport. Rochester leads Lincoln 21-0.
Yeah, 4th and a couple here. And again, Lincoln's slow to show their hand. Now, with 20 seconds left, they're going to run their punt team out. We'll see who Rochester's going to send back. They've been sending back Swaney. Now they're going to switch it up a little bit, and they're going to send back number 22.
No, now they're switching it. 12.
Right, now it is going to be Swaney. Swaney's going back.
Swaney, nice snap to Melton. Hits that high punt. Going to be caught in Lincoln territory, and here he goes to the 40. 35, Swaney, along the sideline, and finally ran out of bounds. Swaney tried to pick up who that was for Lincoln. That was number 33 for Lincoln that made the tackle for the Rail Splitters. Aiden Grant, 5'11", 190-pound sophomore. Aiden Grant showing aggression there, tackling him. But Rochester now deep in Lincoln territory at the 25-yard line on the near side hash mark.
Yeah, it was a solid punt, 40-yard punt down to the 50, but they just nice return there. Here comes Rochester, 3 wide.
He's up under center this time, Leonard. He'll hand off to his tailback. It's number 0, I believe. But Lincoln did a good job of stopping him.
Yeah, that was David Cates there, a senior, and he bobbled the handoff. I thought he might give that up for a second. So, again, there's been a few opportunities here. Rochester hasn't been real solid with ball control, but maybe we can capitalize on that at some point.
Rail Splitter stopping the line of scrimmage. So it'll be 2nd and 10. Here's Leonard. Now he wants to throw. He's got a man out in the flat along the sideline. He fumbles it.
I just told you. There it is.
Lincoln's got the football on the fumble. I didn't pick 54. Up who one of our players punched that out of the hands. That might have been the cornerback on the left side for Lincoln.
Preston Hunt picked it up. I know that, and right on cue. I told you that's 3 times. That was the 4th time that Rochester's been a little sloppy with ball control, and it finally popped out and worked to our advantage here. So now we need to capitalize on that. But nice job, Preston Hunt, jumping on that football.
That could have been Leland Jackson that knocked that loose. In that first game, I called Preston Hunt was the player of the game, and I called him the Samuel L. Jackson of the Rail Splitters. He's all man. He's up on that offensive line, and he's a linebacker too. And this summer he was a lifeguard out at the Lincoln Rec.
We probably saw you out there doing some laps.
Yeah, I got to see him all the time out there. All right, that's a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down on the fumble, and that's the way we like it, baby. And now is a timeout on the field, and Silky may want a timeout. I didn't catch the signal yet, but I'm thinking it's probably a Lincoln timeout, so we'll take a timeout, and we'll be back in 30 seconds.
Raider fans, you all know there's a home field advantage when it comes to sports. The same applies when purchasing a car or truck or having your vehicle serviced. You'll have the home field advantage when shopping at Graue Incorporated in Lincoln. The trained sales staff at Graue Chevy Buick provide you with a no-pressure sales process. They'll put you at ease all the way through the delivery. When it comes time for service, the trained professionals will care for your vehicle like it's their own. Call or stop by the dealership on North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln or online at GraueInc.com.
It's Graue now.
Thank you, Claudette. Claudette back at the station, keeping us on the air, along with Lloyd Kirby up on the top of the deck. Quarterback Marty Ryan along with me. And, of course, again, we want to thank your grandfather for his service in the Korean War, 1950 to 1953. That was rough times.
It was, yeah, and I'd like to thank both my grandfathers. Huey Jones passed away recently. He served over in Vietnam in 1968 to 1969. So thank you to all our veterans out there.
Yeah, Huey, a Vietnam vet, he was over there in 69. I think there was a mission at one time that he was by himself out in the jungle for 2 weeks by himself.
Yeah, they had some interesting stories. I was fortunate enough to be able to hear a few of those, and you just got to take your hats off to guys that went out there and did that stuff so we could hang out here and watch football and talk on the radio.
Yep, you're right. Minute 4 remains in the first quarter. Rail splitters, that's a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down, and Davenport's going to get the snap from Hicks out of the gun. Davenport with 2 running backs back with him. Hands off, left side, and stood up, taken down in the backfield, the Rochester Rockets. And that was Seth Durbin. There was just nowhere to hide, nowhere to go, and the Rockets were in there. It's going to be 2nd and long now for the Rail Splitters.
Yeah, we tried getting outside there again. We had some success earlier running to, to the right side of the field. We tried going with a sweep there to the left, and that was pretty bottled up. Now we lost some yards there.
Macklin Nelson on the tackle for the Rochester Rockets. I like this board here, Marty, because I can cheat. They'll put up who got the tackle on the board. Oh. They said they didn't, but they're doing it this game.
Yeah, they were just messing with you.
Yeah, I mean, at my age, you can't see over there, but now they're putting it up on the board for you. 2nd and 13 for the Rail Splitters. Davenport got the snap. Hands off Melton, left side. Melton got up across the 20-yard line. So now it's going to be 3rd down Railers, and they're just going to let the first quarter clock run out. So at the end of the first quarter, the score is going to be Rochester Rockets 21, Lincoln Rail Splitters 0, and we'll be back in a minute.
Touchdown! Oh, did you see that? Whoa, we scored? Yeah, we scored going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. What? I should take your phone away. No. I'll call for a ride. Wait, why does my face look like that?
I'm playing with these new face filters.
Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine.
I'm gonna need that back.
No.
Kevin!
Lincoln Rail Splitter football from Rochester, and it's a blast having former quarterback Marty Ryan with me. And thanks for showing up, Marty. You show up a lot earlier than your father.
That's what I've been told. You know, you learn a few tricks once you're late to everything growing up because your dad habitually runs late. So,
I love it.
My brother and I, we're usually pretty early for events.
3rd and 13 for the Rail Splitters as we start this second quarter, and it looks pretty dark. The lights aren't working on this end of the field. Or am I losing my eyesight? But
I think you're right.
Yeah, it's real bright down to my left, but they're going to go ahead and go. Davenport, 3rd and 13 for the Rail Splitters. They got 12 minutes on the clock as we start this second quarter. Here's the snap to Davenport. This time he wants to throw. He's got a man on the sideline. That looked like pass interference to me, but they're not going to call it. That definitely looked like pass interference to me, but they're not going to. That was McKinney.
Yeah, Breon McKinney. Yeah, it looked like 27 there. Grayson Whaley was kind of all over him. I thought we'd see a flag. Also want to welcome, if we have any Rochester viewers, I know that they're having some problems with their feed earlier, so I gave them the WLCN website. So if you're a Rochester fan, thanks for tuning in. Go Railers.
You get to listen to Bobby V and quarterback Marty. The Rail Splitters are down by 3 touchdowns, 21-0, and now Lucas Melton will kick it away. Paxton Laurie on the long snap for the Rail Splitters. He's only a freshman.
It is dark down there, you're right.
Here's the snap. Oh, man, almost blocked, but he got it away. And it takes a Rail Splitter bounce. And now here they come. Rochester into Lincoln territory at the 40 along the sideline. Still on his feet. Finally spun out of bounds. Just short of the 25-yard line. A good run back that time by Rochester. That was number 22.
Yeah, that was Corbin Gregory. Nice return down the sideline there around the Rochester sideline. And we've got, the lights down here are flickering a little bit. And our right, which would be Lincoln's end zone, is it's a little darker than the other side. So hopefully maybe that'll slow down the Rochester offense a little bit, Bob.
I was just thinking that. You read my mind. 1st and 10 for the Rockets on the near side hash mark at the 27-yard line.
Look at 12 back here. He's kind of hidden back here if you see him.
Oh, yeah. I see Leonard. And he hands off right side. And the Rail Splitters did a good job of stopping the run there. First rail splitter there was Preston Hunt was the first guy there. They got the first lick in, and then a couple of railers finished him off.
Yeah, that was an interesting formation there. They put Swaney back there deep. That might be something to watch for later on. Those people get lost in the shuffle pretty easily.
Rockets at the 23. Leonard talking to his running back. He's in no hurry. Now he's got the snap. Now he wants to throw into the end zone. Touchdown. Oh. No, he dropped it.
Well, we got a break there.
Oh, yeah. He put it right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on in the end zone. Maybe the lighting helped us there.
Yeah, it looked like 24 there, Cornell Gregory. Man, he was wide open, and you couldn't place a better ball there if you're the quarterback. It hit him right in the chest.
So it's going to be 3rd and 6 now for the Rockets. As early second quarter, Rockets lead the Rail Splitters 21-0. 11:08 remains in the first half. Leonard waits for the snap. He's got it. He hands off. Right side, 20. Along the sideline, that's number 0. And 0 knocked out of bounds, and it's going to be a first down for the Rockets. In fact, it's going to be 1st and goal, Marty.
Yeah, that's David Cates there. Nice little run to the side there. And I'm kind of surprised we haven't seen a whole lot of Caden Stout tonight. He had the one big play, but he really hasn't been on the field this series at all. And he hasn't been really involved a whole lot tonight.
Well, maybe he was a little beat up after that last game against Mount Zion. Here's the snap and the handoff, and again stays on his feet. Touchdown, Rockets.
Yep, and there he was again. That's David Cates. And yeah, the light. We got a little bit of strobe light situation going on here.
10:46. I feel like I'm back at the disco club back in the 70s. 10:46 left in the second quarter, and the Rail Splitters.
This is cool.
That's that's their touchdown show.
Yeah, this is supposed to happen, I believe. Yeah, this is pretty cool.
Are they playing Saturday Night Fever? Here we go. Berberet going to kick the extra point. Rochester leads at 27-0. You wait for the snap. Here it is, the kick. And they're going to say it's through the uprights. That's going to make the score Rochester 28, Rail Splitter 0. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
All right, Lincoln Rail Splitter football on a Friday night. We got to see a light show. They put that light show on after the kickoffs. We thought there was something wrong with the lights, but there wasn't. And we get ready for the kickoff. All our kickoffs sponsored by Chicago Street Rentals. Chicago Street Rentals located at 1909 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Phone 217-735-2422. That's the way we like it, baby. The Weinbrenner gang out there on North Kickapoo Street. And they're still flashing the lights out there. Maybe they're just out of control. I don't know, but
it's cool. This is a cool stadium. I like that. It's kind of hard to believe this is a high school stadium in Lincoln, or in Rochester, Illinois.
Seth Durbin's back, I believe, and the freshman that you mentioned, number 44 for the Rail Splitters. Berberet going to kick it away. Here's the kick, and at the 5, oh, he drops it. Picks. Oh man, he's bowled over.
Yeah, I tell you, our return man muffed that, and he got lit up.
I hope he's all right.
I tell you, it's dark down there. It's hard to see. It's got to be hard to see the ball down there.
And they're going to say it's Lincoln football. It's going to be a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down for the Rail Splitters. And that's the way we like it, baby. Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance in Lincoln and Atlanta. They're offering great rates on home, auto, life, and renter's insurance. Call 217-732-7755 for your friendly State Farm agent, Chris Coyne.
Well, Lincoln did recover it, so I was mistaken there. I thought he dropped it, but Lincoln's got the ball. We're deep in our own territory again.
Shun Hicks, the center. He'll snap it to Davenport in the dark, in the Gloman. There's the handoff on the right side. Lincoln's got running room, and we got a couple yards out of that one, Marty. On first down, it's going to be second down.
Yeah, good to see a nice little push there over, running towards our own sideline. So let's get away from our end zone. But yeah, it is dark down there, man. It's crazy. So
It's like, back in the day when you were a kid, you knew it was time to come home if you were playing baseball and you couldn't see the ball anymore.
I say it kind of looks like you're playing under street lights right now rather than football field lights.
They say the ball's at the 12. 2nd and 6 for the Rail Splitters at the 16. 2nd and 6. 10 minutes left, second quarter. Rochester, the perennial state champs, lead at 28-0, but the Railers giving it a good fight. Davenport out of the gun. Man in motion, hands off Melton, and they nail him in the backfield back at about the 14. So about 2-yard loss there for the Rail Splitters.
Swallowed up again. That's big. Connor Broughton, we've seen him a couple times tonight. 6'3", 230. We ran a little sweep action there, and I don't think it fooled anybody. And Broughton stayed home and blew that play up in the backfield.
Well,
we got a Railer down, it looks like.
Oh, no. 3rd and 8 for the Rail Splitters. Again, we want to say hi to, I call him the Hall of Famer, Coach Ken Schweitzer. He's been with the program forever, and he's got the lady softball field named after him.
That's great. Yeah, and he deserves it. He deserves it. He was also my guidance counselor.
Was he? All right. He guided you on the right path.
Yeah, I made it here. Look where I am.
Look where you're at. You're hanging out with Bobby V on a Friday night.
Who'd have thunk it?
Hey, we'll take a minute timeout, and we'll be back after this injury.
Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln. Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Rail Splitter football on a Friday night. Out of the gun, 3rd down for the Rail Splitters. Davenport's got the snap, hand off. They got a new fullback in there, I believe. Melton was shook up on the last play, but he walked off the field. We'll try and pick up who the new running back is for Lincoln. But it's hard to tell because it's dark out there.
Yeah, it's real tough to see these numbers. And, glad Melton got up on his own power, got off the field. So hopefully he's just, a little dinged up. He'll be back out there soon.
Hey, Mike, could you pick up that running back for Lincoln? Hey, Shamness. Lincoln's going to have to kick it away. It's 4th down. Hey, Mike Shamness, did you pick up that running back for Lincoln? I couldn't tell. It's too dark. You guys don't have any light here. All right, no, it's not Melton. He's out of there. Got a new kicker, but that's got to be Melton. The way that ball came out of there, good Rail Splitter bounce, and one of the Railers chases it down. That's the freshman.
That looks like Melton. Melton's back in there, it looks like.
Oh, yeah, it could only be Melton kicking the ball like that.
Good to see him back out there.
Yeah.
That's him.
For the
great
Rail
to see Melton
Splitters.
back out there.
He's a tough guy. He's back out there. And
the good news is we punted the ball into the light, Bobby, so maybe we can see a little bit now here at midfield.
Quentin Meade was the guy that ran that down. The play I remember in that game against Lanphier, Quentin Meade ran all the way to the end zone on a kickoff, and he came back like an infielder, and he downed the ball at the 99-yard line. But we still couldn't stop Lanphier. 1st and 10 for the Rockets. Leonard out of the gun, and he has a multitude of receivers out there, Marty.
Yep, 5 wide.
1st and 10. Throws it out into the flats. Got his man. One Railer there to get him. Then there's 3. Then there's 4. And Preston Hunt comes to help finish him off. The first Rail Splitter there to grab a hold of him and slow him down was number 7 for Lincoln. That was Zach Carlisle. Zach Carlisle on the tackle. He's only a freshman. He did a good job there. 5'7", 125-pounder. Out of the gun, here they come again. 1st and 10. No, he kept it.
Yep, there he goes.
This time he's going to take it around the side. Touchdown, Rockets.
Yep.
Touchdown, Rockets.
And that was J.P. Leonard there on a little quarterback keeper. I couldn't tell if he was going to run option or if it was just a design keeper, but he saw a big hole, he liked it, and he's got some decent speed, and he's gone back into the shadow realm.
the Shadow Dome. JP, he wears the number 3. JP Leonard, he's 6 foot, 180-pound junior.
It's Coach Derek Leonard's nephew. So he's probably got some good genes in there playing quarterback.
Yeah. Burberet going to attempt the extra point. He's perfect so far tonight, and he continues with perfection, and that'll make the score. Rochester 35, Lincoln 0. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
What does it mean to be rich? Maybe rich is less about reaching a magic number and more about discovering magic. Rich is being able to keep your loved ones close and also send them away. Rich is living life your way and having someone who can help you get there. The key to being rich is knowing what counts.
Contact Edward Jones Financial Advisor Sal Polis, 217-732-4001.
All right, here before the kickoff, Chicago Street Rentals sponsors all our kickoffs. And I know Marty Ryan likes it, and I'm a quarter Irish. They're playing an Irish jig here before the kickoff. We definitely
love it.
Oh, yeah.
Gets me fired up, Bob. how many months till March?
All right, Seth Durbin back for the Rail Splitters, along with Quentin Meade. And Burberet will kick it away. 8:06 left in the first half. Chicago Street Rentals kickoff, and here it goes. Oh, this is a long one. Going to come down to Durbin at the 4. He's back out to the 10-15. And Durbin stacked up at about the 18-yard line.
I think that was Laura. That was Paxton.
I'm sorry,
Laura.
Paxton Laura, the freshman. I apologize.
He got stuck there. Nice hit by Rochester. And again, hats off to Laura for being able to field that, because it's dark down there, and that's a high kickoff. So
I think I'm right. I think he's got grandparents listening to us down in the Dominican Republic.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, that's cool. I hope I got the right country.
Yeah, I think his dad's from the Dominican.
That's a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance. First down. That's the way we like it, baby. Chris Coyne's got offices in Atlanta and Lincoln. Davenport out of the gun. Oh, wait. That was a... What do you call that play, Marty, when you snap it to a halfback coming across?
It could be a direct snap.
Yeah, it fooled me.
Yeah, I was watching the defender down here. Yeah, but that's fun. Let's throw a little wrinkle in here. See if we can catch these guys off guard a little bit. And what do we got to work with here? 7.5 minutes left.
We'll try anything now. Ball at the 21. Picked up 2 yards on that play. 2nd and 8 for the Rail Splitters. 7:28 left for the half. Rochester leads at 35-0. McKinney comes here to the near side. He's the wide receiver. Rail Splitter offensive line comes up. Hicks over the football. Davenport with a couple of running backs. He's got a man in motion, and the snap came out of there incorrectly.
They tried running it again. They tried bringing Marcus Guile on that kind of jet sweep motion again, and either he was supposed to take that direct snap again, or the timing was off and he got hit with the ball. But either way, it didn't go the way they drew it up, for sure.
Ball knocked back to the 16-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down for the Rail Splitters. 3rd and 13. Clock stays on the move. 6:42 left for the first half. Not any breeze at all out there. Old Glory just hanging there. Hicks looks back, checks with the quarterback one more time. And now Davenport will wait for the snap out of the gun. 3rd down. He may go airborne here. Let's see. There's the snap. And he hands off right side, and we got back up to at least the 6, picks up 3 yards there, back to the 16-yard line. So now it's going to be 4th down for the Rail Splitters.
Nice tackle there by Rochester. That looked like 32, Jory Myron, their fullback and linebacker. Nice tackle. Yeah, it's tough here. Like I said, we're down here in the shadows. Lincoln, we're going to be punting with our backs up to our end zone again. Not ideal. Hopefully we can get a good punt, maybe a good roll on it. Looks like they're sending a new guy back there. It's number 15 for Rochester, Nick Phoebus, a 5'9" sophomore. I don't know that we've seen him back there to return yet tonight.
He's inside Lincoln territory. Here's the snap and the kick. Low kick, and it's going to roll, take a Lincoln roll, picked up at the 47. Nice block there by a kid from Rochester. Here comes 15. He's up to the 25, 20 along the sideline. Tiptoes along the side, stays on his feet. Touchdown, Rochester.
There he is. And Phoebus, we just talked about him. Young guy that we hadn't seen back there tonight. What is he? He's a sophomore. And, I mean, he had some good block. And that was, I mean, he picked that roller up off the ground and saw the wide side of the field and just gone. Had some nice help from his teammates blocking downfield, but athletic play.
Picked that ball up at about the 46-yard line. So they make the score Rochester 41, Rail Splitters 0, 5:23 left on the first half clock. They might even have a new kicker. No, it's still, no, I can't tell now. I think they even got a new kicker in there. Burberet had been kicking him. He wore the number 18. And now they got a new kicker in there. I can't pick his number up, but we'll see how he does.
Might be.
Here's the placement, the kick.
Might be a girl.
And it's through the uprights.
19 maybe?
19.
That is a girl. Alyssa Day.
All right.
Alyssa Day. So there you go. We've got a female kicker and a female official tonight.
Alyssa. Number 19. Kicker, 5'5", 180. She's a senior. We've seen that over the years with Southeast, I believe, had a lady kicker back in the day.
Yeah, sometimes you get some of these girls who are pretty good soccer players, and turns out they're pretty good kickers on the football field as well.
I'll make the score Rochester 42, Lincoln 0, 5:23 left for the first half. And they keep flashing the disco lights here. Now they're playing a little Hispanic music in the background. They like to mix it up.
Yeah, this is, there's a reliever in Major League Baseball. This is his intro song that everybody loves.
Okay.
For the Mets, I think.
All right, I like it. Rail Splitters out there waiting for the kickoff. Seth Durbin's back there along with Meade for Lincoln. Meade wears the number 44. Durbin wears the number 22. We'll have to wait and see who kicks it off for him. And I believe that's Burberet again. I could be wrong. No, that's a
Edwin Diaz. I'm getting from Lloyd upstairs.
All right, new kicker. Thanks, Lloyd. 5:23 for the first half. All our kickoffs sponsored by Chicago Street Rentals out on 1909 North Kickapoo Street. The Winebrenners and Chicago Street Rentals. Here's the boot. And it's going to come down to Seth Durbin at the 4 to the 5. Durbin to the 10. Looks for running room at the 15. Breaks to the outside. They stand him up. Tries to stay on his feet, and they run him out of bounds. Maybe at the 17 or 18-yard line. Where it'll be a Chris Coyne, State Farm Insurance first down. That's the way we like it, baby. Chris Coyne with offices in Lincoln, Atlanta, offering great rates on home, auto, life, and renter's insurance. Call 217-732-7755. Marty, we're getting a new roof. You remember that hailstorm we had?
I do, yeah.
Totaled my car, my truck. I took all those thousands of dollars. Now we're getting a new roof.
Man, I've been begging for something to tear my roof up, Bob, and it just doesn't happen.
Shun Hicks up over the football. 1st and 10 for the Rail Splitters. Davenport out of the gun. Got a man in motion. Hands off right side. And a nice run there. Our best run of the night. Up across the 25-yard line.
Looked like we got a ball on the ground. Let's hope he was down. And it looks like he was down. That's good. So
they saying that's Melton, I think.
I believe it was. And that was a nice run. Melton got his shoulders squared up, ran downhill hard. Again, like you said, Bob, our best run of the night.
Off that right side, leading the blocking there are Zach Poole and I forgot the other starter. I got it here somewhere in my notes, but.
And Lloyd, our man in the sky up there, he told us he's our baseball aficionado. Edwin Diaz is the Mets closer that we were trying to think of. He's not here kicking tonight for Rochester.
2nd and 3 for the Rail Splitters. Big 7-yard pickup. Davenport out of the gun. He's got the snap. Yeah. Oh, they mishandle the handoff, but somehow they survive somehow.
Yeah, there was some confusion in the backfield between the quarterback and tailback, and bobbled the handoff there, but at least we hung on to it. But that was an ugly play, and I don't know what we lose there, 4 yards maybe?
Yeah, that hurts after we got that 7-yard pickup. So the ball now spotted at short of the 22-yard line. 3rd down for the Rail Splitters. I'm glad you found that light switch, Marty.
Yeah, we'd have been in trouble.
Big trouble. Davenport out of the gun. He's got the snap. Hands off right side again. We got to run along the sideline.
Nice,
we may have got a first down out of it, Marty.
Nice run. I think we're there, yeah. And that's Melton again. And he just, like I said, he's turning his shoulders downhill.
He just like his dad.
Yeah. Wears the same number as his dad. His dad was a couple years younger than me. Real good running back.
That's a Chris Coyne, State Farm Insurance, first down for the Rail Splitters. Chris Coyne, State Farm Insurance, with offices in Lincoln and Atlanta, offering great rates on home, auto, life, and renter's insurance. That's the way we like it, baby.
Yeah, I like what I'm seeing out of Melton here. Looks like he's got a little chip on his shoulder. Maybe he's a little angry, but he's running hard. Like, we need to keep that up. Hopefully that's contagious.
Davenport. Snap from Hicks. Here's the handoff. Good protection of the football and the will to carry that ball. We'll have to pick up, see who that youngster was, but he did a good job. May have picked up 3 yards.
12.
12 for the Rail Splitters. That was
Colby Merriman.
Good job, Colby. Colby Merriman. He's a junior, 5'9", 175-pounder. And 2nd and 7, is that right for the Rail Splitters?
That's what they're showing. Yeah, it looks like it.
At the 32-yard line. Offensive line doing a good job up there for us. Davenport's got the snap. Here's the handoff. Slides through, back up to the line of scrimmage of the 32.
Yeah, it looks like Melton made it, like you said, the line of scrimmage. I don't know if he saw some people headhunting there and went down low to avoid that, or maybe slipped a little bit, but back where we started here, 3rd down, about 7, it looks like.
There's some big guys up on that front line for.
Yeah, they got some big kids.
66. Checking him out. He's Sheridan, 5'10", 230. Rail Splitters break the huddle. It's going to be 3rd and 7. $1:48 left in the first half. Davenport's been getting some pretty good protection. Here's the snap. Hands off, right side. Nice push up the middle. Good blocking on that right side, and they're holding on the whistle, and now they finally blow it dead, but a nice pickup there for the Rail Splitters.
And he's close, and that was Melton again running hard. And yeah, they're going to give him the first down. It looks like they're getting ready to move the chains.
I think he earned it.
Yeah, nice job by Melton.
Excellent.
Kept fighting, kept his feet moving. Got a little push there by his teammates. And that's a couple first downs on this drive. I like to see that, Bob.
Yeah, we love to see that. We love to see Chris Coyne, State Farm Insurance, first downs. That's the way we like it, baby. Lincoln at Atlanta, Chris Coyne. Pick up your insurance. 1st and 10 at the 39. We got a minute left for the half. Davenport out of the gun's got a man in motion. Here's the handoff. Left side, and again the Railers with a push. Nice job getting some good blocking on the left side there. That's Melton.
Melton again, our workhorse on this drive.
You know, he took that mandatory 8 count like a boxer, and he's back out there.
That's right. Maybe that's just what he needed.
Yeah, he got him mad. So, ball now at the 43-yard line.
Clock ticking. We're probably going to get one more play this half here.
Yeah, so they show the game time up there above the play. Okay. Davenport out of the gun. Hicks snaps it. Handoff. Melton right side. And he gets across up to the 46-yard line.
That was Guile on that one, Marcus Guile.
Was that Guile? Okay.
Yep.
Good job, Guile. To the 46-yard line.
That's probably going to take us into halftime, I think, Bob.
And we end the half, 3rd and 3. And at halftime, the score is going to be Rochester Rockets 42, Lincoln Rail Splitters 0. We'll be back with the halftime show.
Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter football. ready to help both individuals and businesses. Peasley Funeral Home, with locations in Lincoln and Atlanta, providing peace of mind at a difficult time. In Lincoln, call 217-732-8141. Dara Entwistle and Health Insurance Solutions of Illinois, advocating for you, your family, and your company. Located at 620 Broadway Street in downtown Lincoln, call 217-275-1971. Collision Concepts, offering full-service collision repair, specializing in new technology automobiles. Stop by the facility at 1005 Macon Street in Lincoln, phone 217-735-2100, or visit their website at collisionconceptsinc.com. Collision Concepts, experience the difference. Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter football.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln.
What does it mean to be rich? Maybe rich is less about reaching a magic number and more about discovering magic. Rich is being able to keep your loved ones close and also send them away. Rich is living life your way and having someone who can help you get there. The key to being rich is knowing what counts.
Contact Edward Jones Financial Advisor Sal Polis, 217-732-4001.
Raider fans, you all know there's a home field advantage when it comes to sports. The same applies when purchasing a car or truck or having your vehicle serviced. You'll have the home field advantage when shopping at Graue Incorporated in Lincoln. The trained sales staff at Graue Chevy Buick will provide you with a no-pressure sales process. They'll put you at ease all the way through the delivery. When it comes time for service, the trained professionals will care for your vehicle like it's their own. Call or stop by the dealership on North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln or online at GraueInc.com.
It's Graue right now.
Welcome back to Raider football here. Marty Ryan filling in for Coach Ken Schweitzer right now. Bobby V will be back with us shortly. If you're just tuning in, the Raiders trail perennial powerhouse Rochester 42-zip at halftime. It's been all Rochester so far. Kind of our worst fears coming true. They're a great team. They're currently ranked number 2 in the state of Illinois, Class 4A. I'll get you the stats I can. We don't have a lot. I can say as far as Lincoln's concerned, Jason Melton's been running the ball really hard, especially there that last drive we saw. The best drive we saw by Lincoln by far. Hopefully that's something we can build upon here in the second half. As far as Rochester goes, J.P. Leonard had a big first half. He threw for 3 touchdowns. He also ran for another. Rochester spread the ball out very well. They had 6 touchdowns in the first half by 6 different people. So Nate Swaney had a receiving touchdown. Eli Cox had a receiving touchdown. Let's see here. Caden Stout had a touchdown.
And some of the Lincoln carries.
Okay, appreciate it. Get some stats here from our Rochester people, so we appreciate that. And then Phoebus, like we said, the sophomore came in late. The punt return we hadn't seen all night and took it, I don't know, about 45, 50 yards to the house for a punt return touchdown. So, things are going pretty well for Rochester tonight. Lincoln, we're doing our best here. We say Melton's probably got around 14 carries for 35 yards, we think. Durbin, 3 carries for 10. Merriman's got 3 carries for loss. Davenport, 3 for a loss. Giles got 2 for 3. Davenport only tried throwing the ball 1 time, so Davenport 0 for 1. So, again, Lincoln run heavy, which we talked about. You know, it's got to be part of the script coming into the Rochester game. Let's keep Rochester's offense off the field. Unfortunately, you can keep them off the field as much as you want to, but when they are on the field, it doesn't take them long to score. I'm pretty impressed. They do a lot of different things offensively. They go 5 wide quite a bit, and they'll usually run 3 or 4 of their guys deep and have one of their guys running, a 5-yard in or 5-yard out, or put somebody in the flat, and they'll pick you apart. If you take the deep guys, they'll throw it in the flat. Their athletes will make plays in space. Try and cover those flats. They've got kids who will run by you, and when they get behind our safeties and corners, they'll throw it deep. And then occasionally, like we saw with Leonard when he took that little quarterback keeper, 40 yards for a touchdown, they can run the ball as well. I have been a little bit surprised. We haven't seen a lot of their big stud, Caden Stout, tonight. I think he had 1 play. He caught a pass out of the backfield. Took it about 35 yards for a touchdown. Maybe he's a little dinged up from that, war they had last week with Mount Zion. Maybe they're resting him up would be my guess. But again, we didn't see a whole lot of him, which I guess is good news. But we'll see what we get here in the second half. I have a feeling maybe we'll see a lot of backups for Rochester. Maybe they'll kind of rest some of their starters. And maybe Lincoln can build some offense here. Like I said, that last drive was pretty solid. So we're going to take another quick little break, and we will be back here in the booth with my buddy Bobby V in a couple minutes. Stay here.
Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter football. Ready to help both individuals and businesses. Peasley Funeral Home, with locations in Lincoln and Atlanta, providing peace of mind at a difficult time. In Lincoln, call 217-732-8141. Dara Entwistle and Health Insurance Solutions of Illinois, advocating for you, your family, and your company. Located at 620 Broadway Street in downtown Lincoln, call 217-275-1971. Collision Concepts, offering full-service collision repair, specializing in new technology automobiles. Stop by the facility at 1005 Macon Street in Lincoln, phone 217-735-2100, or visit their website at collisionconceptsinc.com. Collision Concepts, experience the difference. Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter football.
Thank you, Claudette. Claudette back out there in the middle of nowhere in the trailer, helping us get the ball game out on the air, along with Lloyd Kirby up on the deck. Our halftime is sponsored by Graue Incorporated, serving Lincoln and Logan County since 1953. Little Bobby V would have been 5 years old then. Located at 1905 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Phone 217-735-4444. Go online to GraueInc.com. And Chris Graue and his crew will take care of you. Marty, I've got my last two vehicles out there. I got a pickup truck. I got a real man's pickup truck. It's got a 8-foot bed. I can haul water in there, firewood, kayaks, bodies once in a while. You never know. And then I got a little Buick. I call it my rental car. So now that pickup truck I got out there a long time ago is going to last forever. Graue Incorporated out at 1905 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. What do you got going there at quarterback, Marty? Any stats? Any updates?
we kind of talked about stats a little bit ago, but Rochester's done a good job of spreading the ball around. 6 touchdowns by 6 different players. Like I said, it'll be interesting to see what we get here in the second half. I assume some of their starters are going to rest a little bit. It's 42 zip here, which anything over 40 points is a running clock. We'll see. Coach Leonard maybe wants to get some of these other guys some experience. And this is a chance for, like I said, in our pregame keys to the game sponsored by me Realty is that, play hard, play 4 quarters, keep your head up. This is where you learn a lot about yourself. Nobody likes getting beat. I did it. We talked earlier. I did it plenty of times for 4 years in high school playing quarterback at Lincoln.
You got to love the game.
Yeah, you got to love the game. You got to love your teammates, and you learn a lot about yourself. I mean, life's pretty easy when you're winning all the time. You learn when you get knocked down, and it's all about getting back up. And this is one of those opportunities for our Railers. Yeah,
and you mentioned Caden Stout. After that was a tough game when he got those. Those weren't an easy 300 yards. He's playing a tough team.
No. Yeah.
So they're giving him a break tonight.
Yeah, and that's probably smart if you're Coach Leonard, especially when you've got a lead like this. Looking at their schedule a little bit, there's a big one next week, which, as I look at this now, they've got Chatham Glenwood at home. And Chatham's a big school. Chatham's ranked in 6 or 7A, I think 6A. So a couple of classes bigger, and that'll be a big one. That's a kind of a crosstown rivalry. So they got Chatham next week. After that, they go to U-High. Then they've got Eisenhower, MacArthur, Springfield High School, and then they'll finish up the season on the road at their big rival, Sacred Heart Griffin. Like we talked about, currently ranked in the top 10 as well in the Central State A. As far as Lincoln, after tonight, we get normal U-High at home next week. That'll be a big game. Then we'll travel to Eisenhower. We'll head to MacArthur. We'll have a tough one against Glenwood at home, followed by another tough one against Quincy Notre Dame at home. And then we'll wrap up the season at Jacksonville.
At Jacksonville, okay. And we couldn't do this without our sponsors. Of course, with our general manager, the main man, Jim Ash, lets us do these broadcasts. And, of course, Lloyd Kirby, our engineer, we couldn't do it without him. And we got Claudette back at the station. We got to mention our sponsors. We started off with me Realty. Of course, Graue Incorporated, they do the pregame and the halftime sponsoring. Of course, throughout the game, we've got the kickoffs by Chicago Street Rentals, the first downs by Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance. And then the rest of the sponsors are pretty much your father. Railer Sack sponsor, Miller Cream Donuts, Lincoln Touchdown sponsor, Copper and Oak. And then the player of the game, Joe's got that one too. I hope he's listening out there somewhere.
He is. I got a text. He's pleased with our performance so far, so I guess that's good.
Well, thank you, Joseph Patrick Ryan. And, of course, we've got Simply Travel Cruise Planners, Headline Salon, LMH Community Health Collaborative, Eaton Corporation. They've been around forever. In 1957, we picked up a bunch of kids at the Catholic school there. They were all Catholics that came in from Milwaukee.
I used to live in Milwaukee. Great place.
Oh, yeah, I love that place, too. Community Action Partnership of Central Illinois, the Carpet House. They've been around forever since I've been doing games back in the way back. 75, the Carpet House has been around. Lincoln Printers, Chicago Street Rentals, we mentioned them. Me Realty, Culver's of Lincoln, Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, Peasley Funeral Home, Lincoln IGA, Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance, Graue Incorporated, of course. And, all great sponsors that we've had over the years. I hope I'm not missing anybody. Here's financial advisor Sal Paulus of Edward Jones, Chestnut Health Systems, United Community Bank, Dara Entwistle, Collision Concepts. I've been there a few times. Yeah, and in case you guys didn't notice, they took down the old water tower. The old Stetson's Water Tower there on Kickapoo Street. We got the new one now all the way out there on I-55.
I did see that. I didn't realize they took the old one down.
Yeah, they finally took it down. Tell you a little bit of Bobby V history besides my paper routes and working at Kroger's as a kid. I went in the Army, and then along the way somewhere, I got on the crew that built I-55. That was in 74, 75, 76. So you think about those ramps, how many ramps they've saved. I mean, old 66 back in the years, you had to look and see how fast a guy was coming to pull out. You didn't have any ramps to come out. And then when I got on the water company, we put that 10-inch main out to the 126. And so that's how Lincoln has grown out Woodlawn Road extended.
Wow.
The end of the world used to be Zion Lutheran School. It was a 10-inch main that ended there.
Come a long way since then.
Came a long way since then, yeah. I can't remember the year they put that in, but yeah, that's how Lincoln's grown out there. So
yeah, everything's stretching west, it seems like, towards that highway.
Yeah, and I've always said over the years, it's too bad it's not Logan County football. Then we'd have kids out of Atlanta, Hartsburg, Emden, Mount Pulaski. That'd make a big difference.
I agree. I just heard today that I didn't realize that Pulaski has a football team. They co-op with a school out of Decatur.
Lutheran school, I think.
I've been told next year that Pulaski built a football field, and they're going to have the team is going to play in Mount Pulaski.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. I wish they'd come to Lincoln.
I agree. I was saying the same thing.
And then Atlanta's Olympia.
Yep, Atlanta's Olympia.
And I guess Hartsburg Emden kids, they've never played football.
Yeah, but if we could get some Pulaski and Hartsburg kids, those are all big kids.
Oh, yeah. I mean, over the years, we've picked up New Holland, Middletown, and Beeson.
Yeah.
But that's just the way it is. Halftime sponsored by Graue Incorporated, and we're getting ready here for the second half. Both teams have been out warming up. The Rail Splitters are coming out on the field now, Marty, and we're getting ready to go. We'll receive the kickoff, I believe, here to start the second half. And number 44, of course, out there for the Rail Splitters. You've mentioned him before. Number 44's out there. That is, I think, is that Merriman? No, that's Meade. Quentin Meade. You know what kid we haven't seen that's a good player? He must be injured right now. Quentin Quisenberry. Where's the number one? He's a junior, 5'8", 135.
Yeah, it's true. We haven't seen him out there tonight. Maybe he is banged up. You know, we never, like my dad always says, it's not like the NFL where you get an injury report every week. You really got no idea, you know, who's hurt and who's injured. So, but yeah, that kid's a freshman back there, Quentin Meade. So nice to see him out. This is a great experience. I mean, returning kicks at Rochester under the lights.
Yeah, it's a good. And also, you know, another kid that can run too is Paxton Laura.
Yeah, and he's got the ball a couple times tonight.
Has he?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been tough to do anything against this defense, but I know he's at least had a carry. And here we got the lights. And I tell you, if you haven't been here, if you're watching this on YouTube, this is cool. I mean, it reminds you of the intros at regular basketball games with the lights out before kickoff, and we've got different color lights flashing and music. This is I've never seen this at a high school football game. This is pretty cool.
Well, they got, like you said, they got quite a tradition over here. It is a football town. And I believe that's Seth Durbin across the way. It's hard for me to pick up that number 2, but I think that's him. And let's see, they got another kicker out there. I believe they do. I don't think that's Berberet. All our kickoff sponsored by Chicago Street Rentals. Chicago Street Rentals out on North Kickapoo Street, 1909. And here's the boot. And it's going to come down to Lincoln. Bounces off the chest at the 5. And now he just dives on it at the 10. That's Meade. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Rail Splitters at their own 10-yard line. And that's going to be a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down. That's the way we like it, baby. Offices in Lincoln and Atlanta offering great rates on home, auto, and life and renters insurance. Chris Coyne, 217-732-7755. And you might catch him around town in his That's the Way We Like It, baby t-shirt, too.
Yeah, Meade must have heard us talking about him. He got a little distracted there.
I don't know if he can play on the baseball team, but we'll try. We'll work on his catching.
He's only a freshman. He's only a freshman. Keep that in mind.
Davenport, the sophomore, out of the gun. He's got a man in motion.
Looks like Laura on a sweep.
Yeah, Laura, we mentioned him, and he runs into an hombre at about the 6-yard line.
Yeah, they tried running Laura on a sweep there to the wide side of the field. Not a lot of action over there. Looks like the Raiders are going to take a loss. So 2 it looks like, maybe 3.
We're
getting awfully close to our end zone there, which I don't like.
Yeah, we don't like that. I mean, if we mention your name, you're going to get the football. We got a new wide receiver in there for Lincoln. Davenport out of the gun, 2nd and 12. Laura, now they drop it, and a Rail Splitter picked it up, but it's still going to be deep in their own territory.
Yeah, they ran that jet sweep motion again, and I'm not sure what the intention of the play was, but Davy missed the snap there, took it off the chest. Luckily, I don't know if it was him or Laura was able to recover the football, but again, we're moving in the wrong direction here. I think we're on our own 4.5, 5-yard line.
3rd down for the Rail Splitters. And as we said, deep in their own territory as we start this, I believe, with the running clock.
Should be. For the second half.
Davenport back in his own end zone. He's got to get rid of it quickly. He's got it. Hands off, left side.
Wow, big hit.
Yeah, the whole student body for Rochester there. That's Melton. They saw him coming. They knew he'd be the man. They want the touchback, but I don't think they're going to get it. I think he was hit before.
The safety there. And
safety, yeah.
Can't tell who that was. Somebody met him in the hole hard. It might have been Cash Peters there at junior, number 30. But he got met hard in the hole, and they drove him back in the end zone with a bunch of guys. But they gave him forward progress. They're not going to give him the safety. So now we're punting with our heels at the back of the end zone, Bob.
And I believe that's Ori's Laura on the long snap. Here it is, into the end zone. We get it away.
Good punt.
And they catch it at about the 36, 37 along the sideline to the 20. Still, whoa, boy, he got upended at about the 17-yard line.
And that's Phoebus again, the sophomore, who took his last punt return to the house. So at least we contained him there. Rochester's going to work with a real short field here. And we got a railer down, it looks like.
One of the rail splitters shook up on that play as we start this second half. Clock stopped at 9:48. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout, and we'll be back.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
Lincoln Rail Splitter football, and Marty spotted that was Poole that got shook up for the Rail Splitters. They got him back up and he walked off the field. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Rockets deep in Lincoln territory at the 17-yard line.
We've still got J.P. Leonard here at quarterback. We may have some subs at receivers, but Leonard's still playing quarterback.
Low snap, but they handle it. Man on the run, touchdown, Rochester.
And that was Cates again, his second touchdown of the night, David Cates. And that's we just got to do a better job of tackling. He took it up the middle. Had a couple of others that made contact with him, but Cates wanted that a little bit more than we did.
And he hugged that ball like a big can of stew when you're camping down on Salt Creek, and he took it into the end zone. So that's going to make the score 48 for Rochester. And now they will attempt the extra point. And they've probably got another kick. They got more kickers, and Carter's got pills.
It's like seven. Ahmad Hussein.
Ahmad Hussein. He's 5'11", 160, a junior.
That's the last kicker I see on the roster, at least, Bob. So maybe they'll make it easy, and this will be the last guy we see.
They're running player number 11 onto the field.
77 there, it looks like.
He's finally made it. Big guy up there to block. Wait for the snap and the hold. Oh, bad snap. Picks it up. And the Rail Splitters. Nice. Fumble. And the first guy, that was number 25 for the Rail Splitters that got back there on him.
Jalen Schaefer, freshman. Nice job.
Good job.
Bad snap there. They tried running a fire play, and Jalen Schaefer got there good, made a great job. So nice job, Schaefer.
As you said, the freshman, 6'1", 180. We're looking forward to seeing him. They got him listed as, what do they got him listed as? Tight end and a linebacker. So that'll still, the score will remain 48 for Rochester, 0 for the Rail Splitters. And all our kickoffs are sponsored by Chicago Street Rentals, located at 1909 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Phone 217-735-242. I've worked construction before, and I worked on the construction crew for the water company, but new Lincoln quarterback for Lincoln's number 17.
Logan White, freshman.
Okay, a freshman, 5'11". What's his number?
17.
17. That's my favorite number, John Havlicek.
Todd Bossie's number back in Lincoln High School.
Oh, man. He took a hit one time. He got spun around, and then he was just hung out to dry one time, but he survived.
That's what counts, right?
That's what counts, yeah. So as we said, all our sponsors, sponsored by Chicago Street Rentals. And now they go at a new kicker on the kickoff. And back for Lincoln, I believe that's still Durbin. And I'm not sure who it is on this side now.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Laura. I can't tell who it is.
Here's the boot. A good long
That is Laura.
kick. That's Laura at the 5-yard line. He's at the 10. Laura stand. Now he's going to try and string it out, and he makes it up to about 13, 14. We'll see where she spots at the 14-yard line. Where it's going to be first down for the Railers. A Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down, and that's the way we like it, baby. In Lincoln and Atlanta. You get all your insurance needs, renters, life, auto, home, all great rates.
Well, here we go. We're going to get some new players out here, it looks like, for the Raiders. Definitely a new quarterback, like we talked about, the freshman Logan White. It's a great opportunity for these kids to get some experience.
All right, Logan White out of the gun now. We'll try and pick him up as we go. Got a man in motion. That's Laura. Now White spins. He's on his feet, throws it up ahead, and he's got a completion. And that's at the 15-yard line.
Number 12.
Number 12.
Colby Merriman.
All right, he's one of the starters. He's a junior, 5'9", 175.
So there we go. Logan White, they ran a little play action, and he rolled out to the short side of the field. He hit a completion. That's a good start.
Second down for the Rail Splitters at the, they're going to spot, I thought, at the 14-yard line. Here they come again. Split wide here to the near side. That's Griffin Jenis. Here's the snap to our new quarterback, and another running back there, and he makes his way. May have got a yard out of it.
Looked like Merriman again.
Merriman on the run, picked up a yard. Logan White, the freshman, 5'11", 170.
Pretty big kid. It looks like he's got a decent build to him out there.
So the future's bright for these Rail Splitters. They're running plays in and out. Rail Splitters in all white uniforms tonight, and the red numerals. Lincoln Rail Splitters next weekend's homecoming. And at halftime, we'll have some of the guys from the 75 team up there, those ancient football players. Wait for the snap.
Yeah, we got a false start there.
And that's the first one. You know, we had a lot of those in the first game, so we've been doing pretty good this game. False start is going to be 3rd and 9 for the Rail Splitters.
Yeah, it's been a pretty penalty-free game there. It looked like, I don't know, Breon just moved a little bit quick there on the outside, started moving downfield. So that'll bring us back a few yards.
Marty, that's the first penalty I remember.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Crazy.
So who was on that 75 team, Bob?
Gazauskas, Mongo Clem, Tommy Schonauer, Big Zeke, Zerkhammer.
Some animals on that team.
Some big savages. Wait for the snap here. Here's the snap. Got some time. Throws it out in the flats. Got his man, and second completion. 2 for 2 for the young quarterback.
It's Quentin Meade there. I saw a 44, little shorter guy. 5'5", reminded me of Jimmy Babs in my day. Number 44 coming out of the backfield. That's Quentin Meade, another freshman. Freshman to freshman.
I know a lot of Babs. Those are tough guys, those Babses. Yeah.
So if you needed, it was anything in 2 yards, he was getting you a first down guaranteed.
4th and a nickel for the Rail Splitters, with 6:18 remaining, and Melton's on the field. Usually Laura snaps it.
66 hustling to get off.
Anyway, Melton waits for the snap, gets away, a good kick, end over end, bounces. Oh, a nice Lincoln Railer bounce.
Great roll. Yeah, Rochester didn't put anybody back.
And they down it there. That's Meade on the down there. He's a fast kid. Down to be 1st and 10 for Rochester at their own 27-yard line. Look at the arm on that lady official. She whipped it right across the field. Guy couldn't catch it. It's too hot to handle. THTH, too hot to handle. 1st and 10 for the Rockets after that nice punt by Lucas Melton. That's going to bring his stats up.
Well, and it looks like we're going to get our second unit for the Rochester offense. They're going to let Leonard take a break. He's had a pretty big night tonight. I don't know how many yards he threw for, but I knew he threw for 3 touchdowns, ran in for another one. Pretty good evening. So let's see who we got back there now.
Out of the gun. Still kind of dim lighting down there like a gloaming.
Looks like 23.
1st and 10. Here's the snap. They hand it off. Big hole opens up there. He's at the 40, and he's. Oh, look at him. Look, he's like he's at the rodeo. Looked like the calf scramble there. I believe that was Meade. Meade got a hold of him and wouldn't let him go. It looked like the calf scramble at the rodeo.
He did, and I tell you that 40, Evram Tabig, a 5'9", 195-pound sophomore. I tell you, it looked a little bit like Mikey Allstott there running that one.
Just kept his legs moving, those powerful legs, and it's going to be 1st and. No, they're going to send it back. There's a penalty.
Yeah, and I missed the call. Maybe a hold.
Yeah, got to be, because they're marching off. That's 10 yards on a hold, isn't it? Yeah, 10-yard penalty, and that takes them back to the original line of past the original line of scrimmage of the 23.
We got a new quarterback, and that's Will Ethel, a 5'11 sophomore and quarterback now. So we got a couple sophomores in the backfield for Rochester.
And he's operating out of the gun. Not the snap, hands off to his running back. He's got plenty of running room.
I'll tell you what.
And man, that kid can run. He's taking the whole student body with him.
I'll tell you what, he wears that 40 for a reason. He looks exactly like Mike Allstott out there. If anybody remembers Mike Allstott out of Joliet Catholic and then the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, that dude, I don't think anybody wants to tackle 40.
It took Laura and Meade to take him down. It took both of them to drag him down. Paxton Laura and Quentin Meade. 1st and 10 for Rochester in Lincoln territory at the 46. What'd you say the guy's name is?
Mike Allstott. Oh, the running back.
Allstott. Okay.
He reminds me of Allstott, but this is Evram Tabag, which is an interesting name, and I'm not going to say it too many times.
Sort of like Verderber, yeah.
Yeah, household name.
Yeah. Here we go out of the gun. 1st and 10. And this is a new running back here. He's tackled, but probably got a first down. That was number 53 for Lincoln. That was Reese Warner, sophomore, 5'11", 210 on the tackle.
Caden Kavanaugh for the Rockets. It looks like they're going to bring that back. And again, I'm sorry, looking for names here and missed the call. I just have to assume it was a hold, but they're going to bring it back.
Yeah.
So again, now you're getting some younger kids in here on both sides of the ball, and usually that's when you're going to see some more mistakes made. So we may see some more flags here in the second half.
Ball marched back to the 46-yard line. 2:33 left for the third quarter. It's been a pleasure working with you, Marty. I'm glad you came on board.
Likewise. And I know you appreciated me being here early, right?
Yeah.
Even on time.
Yeah. We like giving Joe a hard time.
I'm going to reestablish the Ryan name here as people who are on time.
Here we go, and there he is, number 40. Breaks a couple tackles. It takes 3 rail splitters to take him down.
That's Kavanaugh again, right up the middle.
Yeah, well, I didn't pick up all the tacklers here for Lincoln, but it took 3 of them. So they still don't have a first down yet. Ball in Lincoln territory at the 42-yard line. Fast-moving second half here with the running clock. 1:50 left for the third quarter. And Rochester leads it 48-0. That was the year I was born, 1948. 48's the last year the Cleveland Indians won the World Series. Of course, you knew that. Out of the gun, here we go. 2nd and 6 for Rochester. Here's the handoff. He got running room, and they finally trip him up.
Hugo Hunter, another sophomore. A lot of sophomores over here for Rochester tonight.
Looked like Reese Warner again, the sophomore, 5'11", 210 on the tackle. 1st and 10. Go ahead, Marty.
No, it's great. Like I said, I keep saying, but it's a great opportunity for some of these railers that don't get a lot of playing time normally. Get some playing time, and you're getting to play against one of the best teams in the state. So, I always liked playing SHG when I was in high school. I knew they were going to kill us, but I just wanted to measure myself against some of the best kids in the state, and it's a great opportunity to do it.
Go up against the Warriors. Out of the gun, 1st and 10 for Rochester. New running back in there. That's 48 for Rochester.
That's Kavanaugh. Cade Kavanaugh again.
Kavanaugh. And we're in the red. 35 seconds left for the third quarter. In case you just tuned in, Rochester leads at 48-0. And is there a timeout?
No, they're just going to let the clock wind down, take us to the fourth quarter.
So we're counting it on down, and I want to thank again all our fine sponsors. But the score now, Rochester 48, Lincoln 0. About 15 seconds out for the end of the first quarter. And if you're not doing anything next weekend, Marty, you can always jump on board. Even if we got Joe, we can do it with 3 guys.
That's true. And homecoming next week, right? Is that what you said, homecoming next week?
That's right, yeah. We'll need an extra headset anyway for the interview, so maybe Lloyd will fix us up there. That's the end of the third quarter with the score Rochester 48, Lincoln 0. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
What does it mean to be rich? Maybe rich is less about reaching a magic number and more about discovering magic. Rich is being able to keep your loved ones close and also send them away. Rich is living life your way and having someone who can help you get there. The key to being rich is knowing what counts.
Contact Edward Jones Financial Advisor Sal Polis, 217-732-4001.
In the season, so maybe some good things coming down the pipeline for those young Railers.
Yeah, a lot of good youngsters coming up. You're right, and it's good having that eye in the sky too, bringing us in that information.
Right.
So here we go. See, let's set the situation here. We start the fourth quarter. And it's Rochester out of the gun. They've got this. Oh, bad snap. It rolls all the way back to the 39, back behind the 40. And here comes 19 Rail Splitters. They can't catch up with him. He stays on his feet. Finally, he's taken down. And the tackle made there by number 25 for the Rail Splitters. And I took my glasses off. That's
Jalen Schaefer.
All right. Thank you.
Freshman Jalen Schaefer.
Better put my glasses back on.
And kudos to the Rochester quarterback. Talk about making something out of nothing there. That was a bad snap that rolled 10 yards behind him, and he picked it up and almost got him back to where they started.
So here we go. Early fourth quarter. Rochester leads at 48-0. 11:23 left for the game. Next week we'll be back for homecoming against Normal U High. Rochester going to operate out of the shotgun. Ball at the 25. Here's the snap. Hand off to the running back. He's got some good blocking. Looking for running. There's a penalty, and usually when they throw one back there, it's against the offense.
Should be. I'm guessing that's a hold. Hopefully that's coming back. Yep, it is. Holding against Rochester, so we'll back them up. They'll get third down another shot.
10:52 left for the game, and homecoming's always fun because, see, next year will be my 60th, but all the people on the fives will be coming back to town. My brother will be back. He's a class of 70. I mean, on the zeros and the fives, they'll all be back in town. You can find them downtown at one of the local watering holes.
Yeah.
They're not any advertisers, so I can't say them, but you know where they're at.
It'll bring some money into the local economy for sure, right?
For sure, yeah. Hotels and taverns. 3rd and 7 for the Rockets. 10:20 for the game. They lead at 48-0. Rockets out of the gun. They've got the snap. Here's the handoff. Good blocking up the middle. Stays on his feet, and he's finally taken down inside the 10, so it'll be 1st and goal now for the Rockets.
And that's Kavanaugh again. Nice hard run again. That's a sophomore, 5'9", 145 pounds. Looks pretty lean out there, but he runs the ball hard, and man, he's not scared to go downhill and make some contact.
And he's getting some good blocking out there too. It'll be 1st and goal for the Rockets at the 8-yard line, and they look like they set in a whole new offensive line.
Yeah, and they're getting some of the other kids some work tonight, letting those starters have a break. And like I said, they got a big one next week against Glenwood at home.
Probably about 500 kids go out for football here at the start of the season. I know I'm exaggerating, but
it seems like it. Yeah, that's a lot. And, when we talk enrollment, talk about two schools kind of moving in different directions. Rochester's enrollment, 693. The Railers are just, I think, maybe 10 or 20 more than that.
Wow, that's high school chunk of that. Here we go, Rockets, touchdown, Rockets.
There he is, Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh again.
9:18 on the fourth quarter clock, and that's 6 more points, gives them 54. So these, the points they score help in the rankings too, if it's close, for, I believe, in the state tournament.
I think so. I think they look at a few things. They look at your opponent's records, and then they may look at points as well. Not 100% sure.
That touchdown comes with 9:13 left in the ball game. 54-0. Now they'll attempt the extra point. We wait for the snap and the hold. Here it is.
Bad snap again.
Finally.
There we go.
And
we
it's
blocked
stopped on the ground. And it's the second one on bad snaps we've stopped. So the score remains Rochester 54, Lincoln 0. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Touchdown! Oh, did you see that? Whoa, we we scored? Yeah, we scored. We're going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. What? I should take your phone away. No. I'll call for a ride. Wait, why does my face look like that?
I'm playing with these new face filters.
Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine.
Kevin, I need that back.
No.
Kevin!
Lincoln Rail Splitter football. Lincoln, we are proud of you. It's time for the kickoff. Chicago Street Rentals. Chicago Street Rentals located at 1909 North Kickapoo Street. Here's the kick. It's caught at the 5 to the 10, 15. Looks for running room up to the 20 is the running back for the Rail Splitters.
And I'd have to guess that's Laura again. I can't really tell. It's hard to see down that dark, but that was Laura. Again, Paxton Laura, nice job. Get fielding those kick returns, and it's dark down there. He's in the shadows. That's far right corner here.
And that's a Chris Coyne, State Farm Insurance first down. You can find Chris Coyne sometimes in Atlanta, sometimes in Lincoln. And he'll get insurance for you on anything. Renters, life, auto, home. And, of course, that's the way we like it, baby. You know it. 1st and 10 for the Rail Splitters. Clock's on the move. 8:30 left for the game. We'll be back at Hanlon Field. You know, Hanlon used to be the principal at the high school. That was back when, you could rough kids up. You didn't want to mess with Mr. Hanlon. That was when the high school used to be on Broadway. Here's the snap. White, he's got time. Oh, man. He got hit right before he unloaded. He's a tough kid. He gets up.
Yeah, nice pressure there. Sorry, go ahead, Bob.
I didn't see that guy coming. I didn't get his license plate. That was crazy.
Xander Lanigan, another sophomore, and he got in there, and just as our guy was getting ready to unload the pass, and
wow,
caused some disruption back there.
I thought he was going to get to unload that thing, but it wasn't meant to be. 2nd and 10 now for the Rail Splitters. Yeah, homecoming's always fun. You got the homecoming parade, the Queen in her court.
You ever been the Grand Marshal at the homecoming parade, Bob?
Yeah, they were going to let me back to back, but they wouldn't let me do that. For some reason, the students like me. That's Paxton Laura up to the 26-yard line.
Nice run by Paxton. He's been busy tonight, returning kicks. He's got a couple carries as well, so good to see again. That's great, great experience for a freshman especially.
Yeah, 98, they voted me in, and they're going to have me speak in front of the whole student body, and somebody, Paxton Laura. Freshman. All right, here we go. 3rd and 4. Here's the snap to White. Where's the number 17? He's going to unload. He's got an arm on him. Comes up a little bit short.
Yeah, I don't know if duck season started yet, Bob, but
the old wounded duck.
But yeah, but again, he's in a tough spot and let one fly. Why not? Why not?
Yeah, you might as well. I like that. We usually don't make fun of the high school players, but that was a good one. That was fair game.
Oh, I've thrown plenty of them, so nothing to feel bad about. Every now and then those happen.
All right, it will be Paxton Laura on the snap. I believe that's Melton back there. Snaps it over his head into the end zone.
Kick it out of the end zone.
Melton dives on it.
Good move.
All right, good job. Smart player.
Yeah, we'll rather give up 2 than 6 there every time.
Yeah.
So.
And as Joe said, I believe it was last week I was listening to him, it's always good to have a good athlete back there as the punter.
Yeah, 100%.
Stops the clock with 6:03 left, and it's score Rochester 56, Lincoln 0. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Raider fans, you all know there's a home field advantage when it comes to sports. The same applies when purchasing a car or truck or having your vehicle serviced. You'll have the home field advantage when shopping at Graue Incorporated in Lincoln. The trained sales staff at Graue Chevy Buick will provide you with a no-pressure sales process. They'll put you at ease all the way through the delivery. When it comes time for service, the trained professionals will care for your vehicle like it's their own. Call or stop by the dealership on North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln or online at GraueInc.com.
It's Graue right now.
Lincoln Rail Splitters on the field, and it's time for a Chicago Street Rentals kickoff. Chicago Street Rentals at 1909 North Kickapoo Street as the Rail Splitters get ready to kick it away. It'll be Lucas Melton on the kick for the Rail Splitters from the 20-yard line. And he boots it out across the 35, and here comes Rochester at the 40, the 45. The midfield stripe to the 45 into Lincoln territory, and he's wrapped up there. And a flag on the play. That could be a face mask. We'll wait and see.
Yeah, it was Eric Corrigan for Rochester, another sophomore on the return there. That's another kid we haven't seen yet. And, just something to bring up, over the years we've played Rochester and Sacred Heart Griffin quite a bit, and both the Leonards, class acts, when they get that running clock, they usually take all their starters out, let some younger kids get some experience in there. I mean, and that's a lot. Not all coaches do stuff like that. Some people want to put their keep their foot on your throat and get as much as they can from you, and you get some good coaches like that. They know when you've had enough.
Marty, I even remember one game when they didn't even kick the extra point. They had 69 or something, and they just canceled the extra point.
Yeah, so classy moves. Leonard's are good people.
Yeah. So that penalty's going to go against Rochester. I thought the way it looked, it was going to be might have been a cheap hit or something.
Yeah, and I didn't see the call. I apologize.
Back into Rochester territory, where it'll be 1st and 10. 4:48 for the game. Out of the gun. Long count. He's got it. He hands it off. Looking for running. No, good job.
Nice
one of the
arm.
Rail Splitters. And there's another one there. Good job. Good containment there by the Rail Splitters.
Yeah, that was Eric Corgerman. That was the best stiff arm I've seen in a while.
Lincoln kid was there, and he got the stiff arm. But Lincoln able to stop him. So it'll be 2nd and 5 now for Rochester. Picked up 5 on that play into Lincoln territory to the 48-yard line.
And Lloyd up top tells me that was a face mask on the
on them
on the return. Yeah, that's why the call came back.
Okay.
Early. So thank you, Lloyd.
It's crazy. That was a face mask on the offense. Is that right? Yeah.
On the return team, yeah. Which you don't see that too often.
Yeah. 2nd and a nickel for Rochester on the far side of the field. The lighting looks a little bit better down here on the end of the field now. Here's the snap and the handoff. Rail Splitter there, couldn't get him, and now he's got running room 45-40, 35-30. He's going to go. Touchdown, Rochester. That's
we got
62.
We got a couple flags down in the backfield, so we'll see. And it's holding, and it's coming back.
That's nullified. Yeah, he got there a little bit too easy. Normal U
that
high
was a
next
nice
week.
run, but yeah, go ahead, Bob.
I'm just going to say normal U high next week. Doesn't get any easier. And the last 2 years, we got to do those games up there at ISU. Coach Ken really likes that.
Yeah.
He paused. He knew it'd be time before we came back, and he paused and looked that last time we were leaving. Got to take the elevator up there.
Yeah, do you? Yeah.
So they're marching this one back. This is a big penalty. All the way back to the 42-yard line into Rochester territory. 2:48 left for the game. Rochester 56, Lincoln 0. Let's hold them. 2nd down and a long train ride. Out of the gun for Rochester. Far side hash marks. They're bringing the clock down. They're in no hurry. Down to 7 on the play clock. Here's the snap, the handoff. Rail Splitter can't catch him from behind. Here he comes along the sideline. The 40, 35, 30. He's going to go. Touchdown. No flags this time.
No, there's a flag down again.
Is there? Okay. Holding again.
I sometimes you get in situations like this, Bob, and the refs don't want to see it get ugly either.
Okay. Oh, I was thinking that.
You get some long runs like that, you're going to get some holds. And honestly, I don't think Coach Leonard is going to be too upset about these.
No. They keep the clock running. Minute 40, and they'll bring that touchdown back.
And that's frustrating when you're being in Coach Leonard's spot because you don't want to embarrass anybody. You don't want to run the score up. And your kids keep making plays, and it's kind of, you don't want to tell your kids not to make plays, but you're kind of like, hey.
We're out here to score touchdowns. That's our job.
Yeah, and these guys, like you said, these kids are sophomores. They're getting in the game. They're under the Friday night lights. They want to score touchdowns.
Oh, yeah. They bring it back to the 40. So, I don't know, what is it, still 2nd down?
I believe so, and there's about a minute left, and I'm sure Coach Leonard is going to try and milk as much clock here as he can and try and get this buzzer to ring.
They're not even getting in position. They might even take a penalty here. Now the quarterback's starting to back up. We're in the red on the old clock, 50 seconds. Lincoln Pom-Pom girls are still over there. They're not giving up.
Yeah, we got some diehard fans that are over there still.
Yeah, and a beautiful night to be out. Here's the snap and the victory kneel. That should just about do it. So that, did you see the last full moon, the harvest corn moon?
Beautiful.
Red moon, it was beautiful. They're counting it down now, only 20 seconds left. Final score is going to be Rochester Rockets 56, Lincoln Rail Splitters 0. They're out there shaking hands now. And that's going to wrap it up. We'll take a timeout. We'll take a 1-minute timeout, and we'll be back to wrap it up.
What does it mean to be rich? Maybe rich is less about reaching a magic number and more about discovering magic. Rich is being able to keep your loved ones close and also send them away. Rich is living life your way and having someone who can help you get there. The key to being rich is knowing what counts.
Contact Edward Jones Financial Advisor Sal Polis, 217-732-4001.
Raider fans, you all know there's a home field advantage when it comes to sports. The same applies when purchasing a car or truck or having your vehicle serviced. You'll have the home field advantage when shopping at Graue Incorporated in Lincoln. The trained sales staff at Graue Chevy Buick will provide you with a no-pressure sales process. They'll put you at ease all the way through the delivery. When it comes time for service, the trained professionals will care for your vehicle like it's their own. Call or stop by the dealership on North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln or online at GraueInc.com.
All right, thank you, Courtney. We're back here with Lincoln Rail Splitter football. The game's over. The final score was the Rochester Rockets 56 and the Lincoln Rail Splitters 0. The Rail Splitters will travel back home, play at Hanlon Field for the homecoming next Friday night. And we got to see a lot of young players out there with the big score out there on both sides of the field and this beautiful facility here in Rochester. And we've got to name the Country Financial Player of the Game. And quarterback Marty, what do you got?
Well, tonight our Joe Ryan Country Financial Player of the Game. I got to go with Lucas Melton. I thought he ran real hard. He showed a lot of heart. Had a lot of carries. They worked him hard out there tonight, and he didn't quit, and I really liked what I saw. I want to thank Joe Ryan, Country Financial, located at 509 Pulaski Street in downtown Lincoln. Give him a call at 217-735-4385.
Also, Lucas, he's a good punter, too. He got off a lot of good punts tonight.
Great point.
And I want to thank you, Marty, for coming along, and thanks a lot, man.
Appreciate you having me.
Yeah.
A pleasure.
Yeah, you broke in doing the grade school tournaments, didn't you?
The Logan County tournament.
At Lincoln College.
Cheering on my Crusaders.
That's right, Carroll Catholic Crusaders. I was the first class out of there, 62.
Were you really?
Last class with all nuns.
Wow.
Yeah.
Impressive.
So, final score, Rochester 56, Lincoln 0. We'll see you next week. I want to thank General Manager Jim Ash. Of course, I want to thank Lloyd Kirby. I want to thank Courtney back at the station. Of course, I want to thank Marty Ryan for coming along with me. And Bobby V reporting here from Rochester. Final score, Rochester 56, Lincoln 0. Thanks for listening.
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
What does it mean to be rich? Maybe rich is less about reaching a magic number and more about discovering magic. Rich is being able to keep your loved ones close and also send them away. Rich is living life your way and having someone who can help you get there. The key to being rich is knowing what counts.
Contact Edward Jones Financial Advisor Sal Polis, 217-732-4001.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
Raider fans, you all know there's a home field advantage when it comes to sports. The same applies when purchasing a car or truck or having your vehicle serviced. You'll have the home field advantage when shopping at Graue Incorporated in Lincoln. The trained sales staff at Graue Chevy Buick will provide you with a no-pressure sales process. They'll put you at ease all the way through the delivery. When it comes time for service, the trained professionals will care for your vehicle like it's their own. Call or stop by the dealership on North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln or online at GraueInc.com.
It's Graue now.
Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln. Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter football. Stands ready to help both individuals and businesses. Peasley Funeral Home, with locations in Lincoln and Atlanta, providing peace of mind at a difficult time. In Lincoln, call 217-732-8141. Dara Entwistle and Health Insurance Solutions of Illinois, advocating for you, your family, and your company. Located at 620 Broadway Street in downtown Lincoln, call 217-275-1971. Collision Concepts, offering full-service collision repair, specializing in new technology automobiles. Stop by the facility at 1005 Macon Street in Lincoln, phone 217-735-2100, or visit their website at collisionconceptsinc.com. Collision Concepts, experience the difference. Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter football.